The short answer is yes. Remember, a criminal case is about whether someone has committed a crime and should be punished. The Crown Attorney has to prove the sexual offense beyond a reasonable doubt, and that's a very high threshold to meet. The presumption of innocence means the accused person has a right to remain silent and not participate actively in the court process. In contrast, a civil case is about whether a person or corporation must compensate an individual who has been harmed by the unlawful conduct of another. Plaintiffs, or the persons claiming compensation, must prove their case on a balance of probabilities. What that means is they must prove that their version of what happened is more likely than not the correct one. And this is a lower standard of proof than in the criminal case. In civil cases, the alleged wrongdoer has no right to remain silent. They must participate in the process or face the negative consequences of not doing so. That's important context for why a criminal case will have an impact or may have an impact on a civil case. Well, assuming we're dealing with the same sexual misconduct and the same parties, a criminal conviction for a sexual offense will mean that the plaintiff does not have to prove the sexual misconduct all over again. This is because it has already been proven on that higher criminal standard of proof. But the plaintiff is going to have to prove the harm or damages that were caused by the sexual misconduct. That will actually have no legal impact on a civil case. The plaintiff will have the opportunity to prove the sexual misconduct on that lower civil standard of proof. It also means that the plaintiff can force the alleged wrongdoer to answer some hard questions about what happened. But that's not to say that an acquittal will not have some practical effect on a civil case, meaning that if there were weaknesses in the case against the accused person that came out in the criminal context, then those same weaknesses may affect the civil case and make it less likely to succeed. I encourage you to speak to a lawyer about these matters, and preferably as soon as possible and before you decide which route, criminal or civil, to take in your pursuit for justice.